Do you want a calendar on your phone to use anywhere on the go by you and others? And learn more about Google Sheets? Look no further. If you're a busy small business owner managing schedules and work tasks while barely at your desk, this is a great way to keep everything organized right on your phone on the go. Let's get started on this simple calendar. All right, here we go. The first thing we're going to do is title the Google Calendar. And I'm going to title it Monthly Calendar. And then in cell A2, I'm going to type month. In A3, I'm going to type year. And here I'm going to put 1 for January and 2026 for the year. And then in cell C2, we're going to determine what day it is based on what I put into B2 and B3. So in order to do that, we're going to type in equal date, open parentheses, B3, comma, B2, comma 1, because I want the first day of the month. And there you'll see January 1, 2026. If I change 1 to 6, you'll see C2 changes to June 1, 2026. And I can change B3 to 2028 like that, and you can see June 1, 2028. But let's go back to 2026, and continue. Okay, now in C3, I want to determine what day it is. So I'm going to go equals, text, open parentheses, C2, comma, quote, DD to designate day, then close parentheses. And here you'll see I've got Thursday. And I'm going to set that up for right justify to match up with 1/1/2026. Now, in row 5, let's type Sunday to start making the look of our calendar. Monday. Now I'm going to go out to G. I'm going to autofill to Saturday. So as I zoom out, you can see all the days of the week are across the top. I'm going to center that, and I'm going to fill with a blue just to make it look pretty. We're good there. So now I am going to do a border, and I'm going to do a bold and an underline there. Okay, that looks good. Now, what I need to do is I need to build a table so that I know how many days are in the month. So in cell I1, I'm going to type in month. And in J1, I'm going to type in day. And here we're going to type 1, 2. It's hard to type and tap on these phones, isn't it? I'm going to type 2, 3, 4, 3. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to autofill. There we go. And then this I'm going to put as 31. This one's going to be interesting because February has either 28 or 29. So let's skip that for a minute. And then we're going to go to 31 for March, 30 for April, 31 for May, 30 for June, 31 for July, 31 for August, 30 for September, 31 for October, 30 for November, 31 for December. All right, so we're done there, but let's figure out February. So in K3, I'm going to put in a formula. It says equal month, open parentheses, date, open parentheses, B3, comma 2, comma 29, close parentheses, twice, equals 2. What that's going to do is it's going to tell me whether or not year 2026 is a leap year in cell B3. Right now, it's not a leap year. So in cell J3, I am going to type in equals if, open parentheses, K3 equals false, comma, 28, else 29. close parentheses, hit enter. So now I've got 28 there, but if I fill in 2028 here, you'll notice that February is a leap year. So I'm gonna undo just to show that. And now we're gonna get into our first formula. This one's pretty simple. They get more complicated as we go. Equals if, open parentheses, C3 equals A5, comma 1, comma 0. So if C3, which is Thursday right now, equals A5, which is Sunday, then put a 1, else a 0. So here you're going to see a 0. Now in the next cell, it gets a little more complicated. So it's going to be equals if, open parentheses, A6 equals 1, comma, A6 plus 1, comma, if string C string 3 equals B5, comma 1, comma 0. Okay, so that'll help us with Monday. Tuesday, I'm going to copy and paste. Okay, Saturday needs some help because Tuesday had an error in it. If B6 is greater than or equal to 1, comma, there we go. So what that is doing is as I change the month, I'll be able to get my start day to work out the way I want to dynamically. So now let's go down about 4 rows to row 11 and let's start the next week. So here it's going to be easy. It's going to be equal G6 plus 1. Now in the next column, it's going to be easy as well. Equals A11 plus 1. Now I'm going to copy that and paste across. While I'm here, I'm going to put an underline. I'm going to pick a thinner line. So that is the second row. Third row, 16. We're going to see, again, kind of easy, equals G11 plus 1. I'm going to copy this to here. We're going to copy that. Cross, paste. I'm going to underline there, underline here. Now let's go down to row 21. Equals G16 plus 1. Again, we're going to copy and paste. Okay, now here's where it gets kind of technical and we get some longer formulas because I've got to finish out the end of the month and it's a little more difficult. So we're going to go in row 26 and we're going to type equals if, open parentheses, G21 equals 0, then 0, else if XLOOKUP B2, comma, I2, colon, I13, comma, J2, colon, J13, close parentheses, is greater than G21, then G21 plus 1, comma 0. Hang on. There we go. That's a tough one. All right, let's get to the next formula. These are not easy. Equals if, open parentheses, A26 equals 0, then 0, else if, open parentheses, XLOOKUP B2, comma, I2, colon, string, I, string, 13, comma, J2, J2, colon, J13, parentheses, greater than A26, then A26 plus 1, comma, 0. What I'm doing is just looking at the month, trying to figure out in that table of months and days whether or not I've exceeded the day of the months or not. And if not, I'm going to continue adding days. But if I am, then I'm going to work through it. So I believe I can copy this and paste it across, and we'll have that filled out. So now I'm going to go down to row 31, and we're going to continue. And this is going to be equals if, I copy this and see if I can make it work. Let's copy that. Let's go to row 31. We're going to paste. And that's fine. We'll work through it. Okay, the ref is going to be G26. If G26 equals 0, then 0 if the XLOOKUP. I'm going to go here. We're going to work through this. Is greater than G26, comma, G26 plus 1 again. G26 plus 1. Okay, now we got a 0 because we're over the days. And that's how that's going to work. And that's great. Okay, now I'm going to copy from here, paste here. I'm going to copy across. Copy, paste. And now my numbers are done. So I can work through and I can show you that if I go to, say, March, it's going to update the way that we want it to. Say I go to November. Let's go to December. See how 31 is on a Thursday. Sometimes it works. Let's go to July. And you'll see they dynamically work all the way through, and it will all work as well as we want. So let's go here. Let's add an underline. Now, if you don't want to build this from scratch every time, I've put this exact calendar template on my website for you. You can grab it using the link in the video description. It's ready to use. Just copy it, change the month, and you're done. So after you watch this, tap that link in the description for more details. And there's your calendar. It's done and it looks great. And you can use it dynamically. And I've got these rows in between where you can write in your tasks and you can write in your schedules. And say you have a task here on January 1 to get something done, you can type it in, task. And then when you get it finished, you can just color it and say, hey, I'm done. Great. Or if it's priority, you can color it red. If you're worried about it, you can color it yellow. You know, whatever you want to do. And this calendar will work dynamically for you for years to come. And if you want, the advantage is that if you want to make multiple months, all you have to do is duplicate the sheet. So now I've got another month. So I can type this one and call it January. And I can title this one February. I can change this to a 2. And I've got February all set up, ready to go. And I can put this back at a 1. And I've got January all set. So I can have the whole year in a sheet for every month. And we'll underline this too to make that look good. To continue learning Google Sheets, watch this video next. And if you're still here, please like this video and share it with a friend and coworker. If you are looking for a place to learn Google Sheets for your business and personal organization and finances, subscribe today.